Okay, this video is about this video is about Sean Kingston and the situation that he's going through. Him and his mom. Let's take an in-depth look at this here situation. Thanks to this person from this channel. Just a second. Let's get into it.
Sean Kingston was arrested in San Bernardino County just hours after his mother was arrested during a SWAT raid of their Florida home.
My God.
Kingston used his name and celebrity status.
Wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. Let me put it on big screen where you can see it better. Oh my word. What just transpired? Yes, wanna see it good on me, see it a little bit. So here we go again. Yes.
People out of products and services, never paying for them.
So they were scamming people out of products and services, sake of their status in their life, and not paying for them.
In September 2021, we posted a video called The Shady Side of Sean Kingston.
Oh my God.
The video was created using our original classier format. And now that Sean has found himself in some more mess, we decided to give this topic a bit of an update.
So he was a troubled teen, troubled young man. And now he grew up and still give trouble. However, he gives superstar size trouble, not picnic trouble, superstar size trouble, big trouble. That's what he gave. Huge, humongously trouble. Not turn up the music, loud decibelity trouble.
In addition to rediscussing the alleged scam Sean
Right away, fair use.
his family have been involved with, we have even more information about all the tomfoolery that led to his mama getting her wig snatched.
Oh my God.
Bald head bum out here looking crazy. You should be ashamed of yourself. Before we jump into today's video, don't forget to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com. Keyshawn Paul Anderson, who the hell is Keyshawn? Better known as Sean Kingston, was born in Miami, Florida on February 13th, 1990. He and his two siblings were primarily raised by their mother, Janice Turner. Around the age of 5 or 6, his family moved to Kingston, Jamaica. Sean told
Okay, that's where you get the name from. Our last name in our real life.
Website that while in Jamaica, he got to connect with his grandfather, the legendary Jamaican producer Jack Ruby, who worked with Bob Marley and Burning Spear. Sean also claimed to be the nephew of an iconic dancehall artist, Buju Banton.
Is that so?
About 3 years later, his family returned to the States. According to the Miami New Times, Sean was displaying behavioral issues by constantly fighting and getting tossed out of school.
Okay, troublemaker.
With no other options, his mom sent him to a 5-week boot camp in Orlando.
Ratted.
Sean said the experience made him a better person, and the strict schedule provided him with the structure he really needed. But upon his release from boot camp, he continued doing hood rat stuff with his
What you say?
friends. So he was sent back and forth between Miami and Ocho Rios, Jamaica.
Wow.
He had relatives. As his mom noticed his desire to create music was getting stronger, she purchased him the equipment he needed to make his dreams come
Very good, mom. Big up yourself.
true. See, even though you was a badass, your mama still came through for you. Right before his 15th birthday, his mom was sentenced to 2.5 years in a federal prison for tax evasion and bank fraud.
So, mommy, a long time you keep up your little bugger with them. You could call doggers a long time. You're bad, mommy. But you know you had to do what you had to do. But nah, we can't put it down to them. You got to do what you had to know. Lawful lifestyle lead to lawful outcome in the long run.
Oh, Lord, not the mama. No. Lock her up. His sister was somehow connected to the case and was sentenced to probation. However, after his sister failed to
It's a family business then. This scam, I mean, it's a family.
answer her phone while she was under court-ordered monitoring, she was locked up for 4 months. The family that
Wait, we gotta hear that bit back. What happened to the dog, the sister, this pretty little sister?
His sister was somehow connected to the case and was sentenced to probation. However, after his sister failed to answer her phone while she was under court-ordered monitoring.
Oh, so you are a troublemaker. I don't but I think you're sexy. Yeah, Satan data. If you the pan blow sitting there for answer, you're a troublemaker sister. I don't like you again, come. You know you're sexy though, your face look pretty.
she was locked up for 4 months. The family that scams together stays together.
Shangalangalang.
While his mom and sister were away, their family lost everything. Sean
Oh my God, look at that. You see what this scamming lead up so more times? You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta survive. No, you don't have to do what you have to do. Because when you do what you think you have to do, these are the outcomes.
Blues and Soul website, he went to live with other family members. His behavior got even worse until he decided it was best to live on his own. He was homeless for a while and cut grass and performed other odd jobs in order to
Good boy, work hard.
make extra cash. He also focused more on making music because he knew that was the only way he could save his family. After getting cheated on by a girl he described as the most beautiful girl in school, he wrote the song Beautiful Girls and began reaching out to various
Why is it that every man that take a girl serious get cheated on by that girl? Why? No, every man that say, yeah, I love this one. Why is it that?
musicians on MySpace. Sean told MTV he messaged Dr. Dre and Swizz Beatz, but they blew him off. Beat it ass shit. He also contacted producer J.R. Rodham. He copy-pasted the same message to J.R. 5 times per day until J.R. finally responded. J.R. gave him the runaround for a minute, but when Sean moved with his brother out to L.A., he contacted J.R. again and asked if they could meet up. J.R. finally allowed Sean to audition for him. He signed to J.R.'s Beluga Heights record label and released his self-titled debut album in 2007. The album was packed with multiple bops, including Beautiful Girl. You're way too beautiful, girl. The song peaked at #1 on several charts and was certified
Big song.
2 times platinum in the US.
What?
As of this video, the music video has more than 1 billion views on YouTube. But
Wow.
straight out of the gate, people were very suspicious of Sean. There were a lot of holes in his life story, and people were a bit put off by his Jamaican accent.
Well, go on, it's your boy Sean Kingston.
Sean, let Auntie Regina help you out with the accent, okay? Y'all mom.
Him sound alright, man. Him sound alright. Love him.
It go like that. Try it. You try it. Sean was always quick to talk about his grandfather, Jack, and all the advice he had given him. Sean said, he'd often sit me down and just be like, yo, this industry is crazy and you got to keep focused. You got to keep God first. In a subsequent interview with MTV,
Oh, that beat is not copyrighted.
Sean said he would go to the studio with his grandfather and they would vibe out together. He also said he had a front row seat to witness how his grandfather created songs for so many musical legends.
They're baking downstairs.
It was
Tomorrow is my daughter's birthday, so they're baking away. I should be helping.
all a lie.
Let's watch this first. Bombo clat. What is now?
Pass your practical driving
Hey,
test.
hey, what's that? Get off my screen with that. Big up the person for that channel there anyway. Yes, we're taking a look at the ins and outs of the situation. We're going. And then we'll find out exactly what took place and such the like.
Jack passed away in 1989, and Sean was born 1 year later in 1990. There's absolutely no way he was
Sean Kingston was lying. Or him born in a different soul where he can explain, because sometimes people them born in a different soul, then can say, oh, I met my granddad. Look at it.
in the studio with his grandfather, or even having the conversations he claimed they had. What in the line for no damn reason is going on here? Y'all know what probably happened though. He probably just imagined times that he would have liked to have with his grandfather.
Nothing wrong with that. And maybe mother talked so much about her father, then he gravitated to those stories and thought it was him who did it. It's possible.
You know how sometimes when you imagine stuff, reality gets away from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure when he was being interviewed, he was like, hell, here I am telling my damn fantasy. This ain't reality. His second album, Tomorrow, was released in 2009 and included features by Wyclef Jean and Good Charlotte.
Give him a chance, man.
At this point, his mom and sister had been released from behind bars, and Sean was ready to share his newfound wealth with them. According to the Miami New Times, he splurged on a Bentley for his mom and bought her a new house. Perhaps Sean leaped into purchasing lavish items too quickly because following the release of his second album, things began to unravel. Say it with me, nieces and nephews.
What, he's lying?
Here we go. Here we go. He finally confessed that he wasn't related to Buju Banton.
Jesus Christ. This is ridiculous.
Dirty liar. Dirty liar. And then in 2010, a 19-year-old woman accused him and some of his associates of taking advantage of her in a Seattle hotel room. Sean admitted they had an
What?
encounter, but he said it was consensual. Eventually,
More than likely, it's always is consensual when a young lady go to the hotel. More than likely, I said, it's always is consensual, and then afterwards you get pissed off for whatever the reason. But you can't change your mind afterward, girl. Be reasonable. You wanted a husband, you didn't.
the charges were dropped due to the accuser's inconsistent story.
You see that? More than likely, when the girl leave her yard, go to an artist hotel, she went there for something. And every girl that go to an artist hotel went there for something. You didn't go there for an autograph because at hotel we don't give out autographs at hotel. It's back shot to get there.
And then in 2011, while riding a jet ski with a woman in Miami, Sean miscalculated how high the tide had risen and ended up colliding with a bridge while going 35 miles per hour. He
Wow.
and the woman were catapulted into the water, and Sean was knocked unconscious. He was diagnosed with a torn aorta and had to undergo emergency open
What's that?
heart surgery. He spent 11 days in the hospital. From there, it seemed like trouble followed him wherever he went. In
It was meant to be him that time.
February 2012, the IRS slapped his silly self with a bill for $131,000 in
You ain't paying tax, boy?
unpaid taxes. According to TMZ, the IRS also obtained a lien on his property, meaning he would lose the home if he didn't pay up.
Interesting.
2 months later, in April 2012, after falling behind on his and his sister's Maserati payments, the finance company ordered him to pay $3,500 in back payments plus an additional $29,000 for the remaining balance on his leases.
Man, you must pay that up, man. Come on, man. You got songs making the chart, man. Or maybe the business don't go like that.
You're making my head hurt, Sean. Pay your damn bill. Thankfully for Sean, he was able to pay in time to avoid having the vehicles repossessed.
Cool.
2012 was a crazy year, but 2013 was about to be even worse.
Don't say that.
Oh, let me top off this margarita and grab me a plate of jerk chicken, because I know this is about to be some mess, honey. Remember the woman who accused Sean and his associates of taking advantage of her in a Seattle
She's
hotel
back?
room? Even though criminal charges were dropped, the woman still filed a $5 million civil lawsuit against Sean, his
Oh my God.
bodyguard, and a band member. The woman said her life had been ruined following the encounter. Sean settled with her out of court. Sources told TMZ he didn't settle because he was guilty. He settled because he was about to go on tour and didn't want anything to prevent him from focusing on his music.
That's right. He wasn't guilty. Come on. People notice that when girls come to your hotel, you ain't even guilty. They came there for it and they want to say something to get their money afterward. That's how girls make money. That's the new hustle, bros. They dig out your money with their wallet. It's make you get a slap from her and then she cut and say you did something bad. That's the new hustle.
Exactly, but didn't Diddy's lawyer say the same damn thing? That he didn't settle with Cassie because he was guilty. And then the feds kicked in Diddy's doors, and then that hotel video dropped. You know,
Still ain't guilty. You know who chicks are. That's the different situation. That's a relationship they was having over there, Diddy and his wife. And this was a different situation where a girl went to a hotel. Relationship and wifey situation is different. Woman come in a hotel, one thing she come in a hotel for. No, two things she come in a hotel for. She come in a hotel to get her body fixed up, and then she have evidence for say something back of that for get money. Come on, ladies, don't be like that.
what? Me no business, me no business. Sean released his third album, Back to Life, in September 2013. The album featured several popular musicians, including Nicki Minaj, T.I., Chris Brown, and 2 Chainz, to name a few. Unfortunately, the album wasn't as successful as the first two. Many suspected that as his popularity decreased, Sean's money dried the hell up as well.
Oh my God.
In March 2014, TMZ reported that his G-Wagon and Bentley were repossessed.
What?
After he fell behind on payments. 5 months later, a New York jeweler slapped him with a lawsuit for failure
What?
Here to pay for jewelry
What?
Sean obtained from them from
What?
2008 through 2013.
I've been hearing these stuff on the media. To tell you the truth, I really remember forward.
A judge later sided in the jeweler's favor and awarded the company a default judgment of $356,000.
Has it been paid?
With people convinced he was brokety broke, Sean told Gulf News website people don't see the story behind it, so they just see on TMZ that Sean Kingston is being sued for jewelry. He's broke. How am I broke? Shut your broke ass. TMZ won't put up the fact that I just bought the house for $8 million, and I
Oh.
actually asked them to, but they'll put up these lawsuits to sell this idea that I'm broke. Shut your broke ass. Then came November 2015. A Los Angeles-based company accused Sean of owing them $225,000
Oh boy.
for a watch. According to TMZ, Sean stopped making payments on the watch because he didn't think it was worth the amount the company charged him.
Quite so.
Even and scheming. And then there was a jeweler in
Remember, your mom is a scammer, so you know what I mean. You got scamming in your blood. You don't have to pay for nothing. You grew up with your mom, it's dangerous, man. Because mommy's a scammer. Most moms are scammers. Maybe all moms are scammers. So yeah, especially if she's an advanced scammer like your mom, son, then
Florida, who sold Sean a Rolex watch worth $59,000. Sean paid for some of it, but skipped out on the balance of
yeah, yardman style, daddy. You see me charge it.
$25,000. A judge later ordered Sean to pay up.
Oh gosh, man.
People, Sean,
Come on, man.
while all that
You're
was
making yardman look flappings, bro.
going on and Sean was down bad, he opened up his doors to Safari. What in the bombo clat? In an
More
Instagram
bombo
post,
clat, mate.
Safari expressed his gratitude for Sean taking him in after he went broke in 2016. Safari wrote, I was living with Sean Kingston for almost 2 years. I am grateful to this man and his family. At one of my lowest times in life, he held me down like no other. Well, that's one link up Auntie Regina didn't have on her bingo card. In July 2016, Sean had his chain snatched at a West Hollywood club. Sources told TMZ the chains were worth an estimated $300,000. Rumors spread that Meek Mill accused some of the game's affiliates of being involved in the chain snatching, which started a big, messy social media beef. But in the end, the case was closed because Sean stopped cooperating with authorities. You would think Sean would avoid expensive jewelry and stock up on some fake and more affordable bling.
That's right.
That wasn't the case. In January 2017, a New York jewelry company claimed Sean and his mom agreed to pay $302,000 for 9 high-end pieces.
What?
According to the company, Sean paid for the items with 2 checks that later bounced.
Oh my word.
Judge issued a default judgment in favor of the jeweler. Around this time, people started to notice that Sean was becoming more popular for his
You just gotta keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and just keep have to pay. But why just not pay up and just be like honorable? Kingston.
legal issues than his music. No one was even surprised when it was reported that he got into it with the Migos in Las Vegas, and one of Sean's associates got locked up for firing a shot in the air during the commotion. Sit your ass down somewhere, wasting them damn bullets. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Sean was back to his old ways in 2017 when a Florida jeweler accused him of bouncing a check he used
Bumbleclot.
to purchase a Rolex. The jeweler tried to collect the debt for 4 years, and when he was unsuccessful, he took the matter to court. The results of the case are unknown. Sean was quiet for a few years and stayed out of the news until December 2020, when a
Well, you get trouble with that.
warrant was issued for his arrest after he failed to pay a $45,000 jewelry tab. Ninja, just go to K Jewelers. Hell. While all that was going on, his fans wondered if he'd ever have time to drop another album. Sean told Billboard he got caught up in some bad situations and he was stuck in a bad record deal that he signed when he was young and naive. He said, I signed a lot of contracts. I was hungry. I didn't know about the music industry like that. For those who thought he fell off, he disagreed. While his music was on hold, he wrote for other artists, including his friend Chris Brown. His plan was to go the independent route. So after getting some good lawyers in his corner, he was able to get his career back on track. He started his own label, Time is Money Entertainment. In 2023, he dropped his comeback album, Road to Deliverance, after a 10-year hiatus. Unfortunately for Sean, no one was checking for his music anymore.
Fair use, my dear, fair use.
What the hell hell I wasn't. Hell, I didn't even know the damn album came out. Instead of dominating the charts, some crazy allegations made headlines. In November 2023, Sean was accused of punching and pulling a weapon out on a music video director who had been staying in his Los Angeles home. The two reportedly got into a disagreement after Sean became frustrated. The video director couldn't remember the name of an app to transfer over some of Sean's video files. A rep for Sean told TMZ that the allegations were false. That same month, a
So what happened then? What happened?
lawsuit was wrapping up against Sean and a jeweler who claimed he stiffed them for $1 million worth of watches. Not again.
Oh boy, this guy crazy. Take off your mommy, son.
Jeweler claimed they flew from Malaysia to Sean's house in LA to hand deliver the watches. So we had to start scamming people outside the country. Everybody at the jewelers convention in the U.S. was like, don't sell to Sean Kingston.
Oh shit.
Sean promised to send the payment via wire transfer. Sean later told the jeweler his initial wire was rejected because it was flagged by his bank due to the large amount being wired overseas. From
Boy, that boy a wicked, yo.
there, Sean came up with a bunch of other excuses until Sean eventually stopped responding to the jeweler entirely. Because Sean failed to show up in court, the jeweler demanded a $1 million default judgment in November 2023. That brings us to May 23rd, 2024, when Sean's Southwest Ranches, Florida home was raided. Sean wasn't there at the time, but his mom was arrested, and her mugshot was plastered all over the internet.
Wow. My gosh. My God.
That over a 6-month period, Sean and his mom stole almost $500,000 in jewelry,
Woo.
$200,000 from Bank of America,
Woo.
$160,000 from a car dealer,
Woo.
$100,000 from First Republic
Woo.
Bank, and $86,000 for a customized bed. His
Woo.
mom posted a $160,000 bond and was released a few days later. During the raid, the authorities confiscated several items, including a giant LED TV screen worth over $100,000. A few hours after the raid, Sean was performing a show in California. After stepping off the stage, he was immediately apprehended. As
Whoa.
of this video, Sean has waived his rights to fight extradition in California and has agreed to go back to Florida, where he and his mother are facing 10 charges of theft and fraud. In a statement to the LA Times, his lawyer stated, "We deny all of the allegations and look forward to trying this case to a Florida jury." These new allegations are unsurprising for those of you who watched our first Sean Kingston video. In fact, many people are wondering why it took so long for Sean to finally be held accountable for his actions.
Wow.
He's still in custody and is innocent until proven guilty. But we'll definitely keep an eye on this case and we'll report back to our besties. If you enjoyed this video, let us know down below. And thanks for watching.
Yeah, tell me, say Sean Kingston, when did this video come out? Sean Kingston still there, jail or been released? Somebody put it in the comment here if he been released or not. And like and subscribe, share if you like, and free use to that young lady who gave me that video to use. See you later on the next video.